fantastic 4th of July. I know we did. Still feeling the after effects, if you know what I mean. Can't hear very well out of my left ear because it's waterlogged, but I'm here for Friday. A little bit of Friday morning City Skylines 2, and let's go ahead and kick this off and have some fun, alright? Listening to Scott Adams in the background. Usually runs his show until about 8:15 Pacific time.
Will that have any impact? Do you think it'll have any impact? Do you think people will get to doubt everybody's health? I think they're going to say, I think this things we've learned. I was under one thing, the journalists get paid, he said, by what Democrats stupid. All we could stop. Now, it was journalists doing the truth. They weren't wrong. Almost all of it. It's different about this depends where to go. Is the thought. It would happen. The science. You're saying. What you're journalists. Sorry. What are we going to say? Well, it turns out, big paper, white.
Okay.
New papers that are peer reviewed, effectively 40% increase. Something else. But there's more. 60% seems to match perfectly solar. Now, to say to yourself, but there's still time. I wonder. Well, maybe it comes down. Scientists. Job it is. The future. The truth. You see it. But the pandemic. Pandemic was the worst case you've ever seen. Okay. The change is getting the ultimate third act. Climate change. That's the ultimate. And I would like to remind you, don't know if you would decide modern figures that right. Why would I say that? Reason. Do your bias check it. Use the tools available to you. Do the thing. More because they agree. Didn't believe. You just don't. Poorly to something. Going, but we didn't see figures who made you push. In other words, bad data. If you see that pushback, reason. I see both sides.
Damn.
The documentaries. Don't get too cocky just because. Hassan as a. If she becomes the he's going to have to president what she did why she told him those are exactly can't answer the questions. They're really, really good questions. But we're involved. What do you see you're doing there should be a website. So I think the media and used to do a bunch. This is a question. But you can see that if you can hook the media. Because here's how you know we have there's a NBC, CBS, all of these. For a truly competitive market, one or more of them knows to mention. Business for them. This is not accurate. Make sure money. Business. this. Well, you do not operate like it. It's just. And no longer. But you're. We need to get it up like. Obviously. Sure enough. Not because of most people. Because they either work them or they should be seen. True or false? That's that. By the way, I tell you all the time, the difference between humor is giving you an accurate summary. You can lie about it. Media, they are in fact, and you can clearly see that neither of those are true. Simply summarizing the existence of the situation and nothing happens. It makes you laugh. An accurate summary. Marco him. So, I would like to add one more thing to the option. Obvious that she's drunk and wrong. Not the only one noticing that. We can just have
put us. My stream is, or my Discord is weary_Raven. It's the same as my Twitch channel.
Those laughing things. You agree? Probably not. Yes, no. It looks like it. So, how many of you would agree? Because to me, you disagree? You agree that some of it is do you think the press does? You know, that they're doing it to you. I think it is. Don't deal with that question. Deal with this. Now, I don't think that Republicans, but John. I think America is never. Talk about this a lot. Man, you know that. Most of you noticed that when he read a story, you were bullshit. So when he read the very next story, one day, see this. Being the smart. Isn't it really more likely that all the news is wrong all the time? News is much fake. At least
Alright, I'll be right back.
fake was
Nature calls.
not fake was fake when it was. So, I think you're tired. So, we have this situation where Democrat voters assert the entire media lied to them. Little did Gelman tell at that one. But will it for them like I can know doesn't matter. The second often I can see he's not haven't seen that one. Important is plus advertising. But if it's important, we would all when are going to wake up and get down tonight? Public truck. Gelman and Nisha. He was Peter Baker said that one party has a kid, the other has a kid, two fellas, two the kids, business fraudster, health disrupt. Really old. One party wants to release his kid. Right? New York Times. There's simply no way. Well, let's look at his claim. He would make a big claim. Obviously. Judge certain recent changes is unlikely. He's not a he's on the record is leave the truth. You don't have to be a news person. Google it. What? When you say yes, minutes. We don't act. Let's just say, indicated. Putting guilt. New York Times is big. She said. That's the case. Play him with a very low level. Doesn't mean it's, but journalists, you act like there's something. He's a business fraudster. Is that believes you do some penetration? You check those for who do it. What was he talking about? Going to university. It's definitely a sketch. Person reporting on him. Documents. What do you think we know for sure? You manage. He worked with. About 400 business. Who's that? Self-described as think that's your response. It's your curious person. Here it is in the new. Things that people during time. Imagine it. Imagine it. Great Britain. Already got myself. You can understand that fleet would be an upgrade. With destruction of the country. I don't follow. I don't really know what's going on. So, you're great. We had a couple of views. People who live there were trying to see how this works. I don't understand. Destroyed. And everything was destroyed. And they have the weird thing join this. I don't believe anything. Nigel. To do with I'm lost. I have no idea what. As specific, 8% of Democrats. Is somewhat agreed that Biden should. If you ever wondered, Republicans anymore, really think polls keep we want to our best bet.
No,
Thanks for because he doesn't bring any more people. It's freaking lied to both.
it's a good way of looking at it.
Test. People told Biden
25%. Hello, Eve Adam. Going all right. How are you doing?
So there's
I'm glad you do.
big increase.
I'm a variety streamer. I play a bunch of games.
The first person. That's it was like so here's my if the media is lying about it, you can conclude that politics is the politics logic and reason of it. They do. You were going to see that. You probably said what humans are to a violent. Take away our logic. Be tested. That's the act biological instinct. Like a form. Meaning that he's biggest male strong men will feel it. Maybe physical. But you can feel the fight. Whatever you strongest. Men are leaving. Male problems. By the way, there's no one of us. We like it when there's bigger than us. Survival. So women leave their own obviously. Now that the news is the numbers to kill potential. I don't know that women have. I think women are told correct. Or kill stuff.
Kill people and break
So
things.
you're seeing they're just moving toward. Don't have to be afraid of it. Bullshit. We're going to go further into I think America recover. Not giving. Definitely care about the issues of women. Republican women, for instance, be normal. On your side. It's not about women. We live in Florida, yeah. That is the thing. The idiots,
A lot of them.
all women. But, no, all in the United States. Rachel Maddow, you're crazy. That shit crazy. Agree?
I agree.
Molly Hemingway? You're awesome. You know, you got some good. Listen to you. I'm not women. You can't make that distinction. You can't say it out loud. basically. You say, but, what about the men? Well, all these week. Another break. Oh, man. See. So, actually, for women, you're giving. But here's the thing we should all. I'm finding. Agree with that. There's something amazingly productive about my country. Firmly even. Crazy. Crazy. Not lie. As long as I'm willing. Page. Keep the book. With the vision. Didn't change it. But oops. Yes, we do. Try publicly saying this. Not easy. Is it? You know how much mocking he gets? I just be the same. Apparently, we're both able to take the embarrassment. Here's something that he and I both need to be better at. I think that the worst 5% each side. Worst 5%. Worst 5%. Beyond that. In fact, I see the worst. Words are not realistic. But we both, he and I both. Right. That, ladies and gentlemen, wanted to tell you. And really, it was worth it. What goals are we?
All right, that's that.
Here's the moment everybody's right. Donald caught on. That's right. Filmed him out his upload to the finally out of it. Being awesome. Him being the same dude that he is in front of the podium. Maybe a few more.
Being a dude.
That's it. A few.
Just being a dude.
Now, obviously, people that were filming him, fans, so clearly filming knowledge. Maybe he did know they were filming cameras, but it was just. I'm just gonna chills. The video of and see him sit in the golf cart. The video starts literally drops I think a 40 somebody. So I think are those an old or is that a 50? Single be mad that's an old money item. You don't see those very often at that camera offer. I think tips this person at least $40. I think that's a look how he keeps his cash too. He just doesn't ball it. How can you not love this man? He just had he doesn't even use a lot of cash in his games.
She's so bad.
Yeah, I think she's gonna be back. No, he's so bad. He's also winning. Also great. I'd like to see Trump down a little. He just he's also
I agree.
completely decked out.
It's not like he's morbidly obese or anything, but he's got a little extra weight that he doesn't need.
Absolute legend. I think this is his son with. He's so good. Look at the camera. So maybe he doesn't know. Maybe he doesn't. If he does, yes, it doesn't. You see that a lot of the replies. He was tame with the conversations. We had a very
Yeah.
you have still needs a
Do that.
P. Yeah, I think it would be not a great. Now the tip might have been 250s. 250s in this you can definitely see it. Which is this tip. I don't even know what he's handing him the money.
Very good tip.
This already has money in their hand, so he gave this. He's just handing out money. What the heck is happening? He's just handing out money to anybody who's around.
Just because he can.
This is unfortunately this. He's just handing money out to people. This person got a lot of cash. He's got, here's a lot of cash. It's like, got a couple, got a grand and hand off. What an incredible right. Now he's got proof. Democrats almost.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about that.
I mean, he's just money around. Kid watches, kid sees that money. Look at Baron's eyes. He sees that money. I don't even think that's a cat. Big for a cat. Think? I don't know. I don't know. This guy doesn't like a cat. He just shooting a cat. Yes, I don't know. Everyone's $50. I guess probably pretty good. If we look at some of the polling data, I guess it's nations. Talked about this yesterday. And Trump wasn't so right now. You see how funny he was, how mean he was? So mean.
He's just a big meanie.
People have over. I've heard that is true. Yesterday, saw.
Ow.
And finally, I'm not stepping on. It was a brief time. Markets were. Yeah, this is. Like, at one point, now she's. I'm not dropping, which is something that we talked about. These people don't give up power. Humans don't. And I've never, in any scenario, but power. Just haven't seen it. Maybe it's existing. Every one, half dozen, literally in office, very, very. Look at our aggregate.
Yeah.
It's
Yankees.
not as big. Not as. Actually, is if you the numbers and it is biggest gap actually exists. Up by be there. Back up. 2.9. So this build not as big as it was in January, and he does need like unless he's up 10, I really this all within
Gonna be 51-49 like it always is.
He just seems so light. Seems like just like a. Meanwhile, Democrats, Obama, Biden, and Harris match up against. It is the big goal. Obama maybe me saying, you know, me being so. In my mind, there's 0%.
Hello, Barry Ben.
There's a 0% and willingly. It's just not going to happen. People just they don't do it. And why would Joe Biden be?
Thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it.
Less likely they are to give it. Being president is a bit of power. And quite a bit. It'll be interesting to see all this up. Trump and Biden beat the box. Still not enough. Double it. Triple it. Gotta be more. And Kamala's gonna do it.
Yeah.
No new candidates.
It's a fun game, and they
Not do it.
the update
So
made it more worth playing.
How that takes out.
So
I just don't. I don't.
I'm
think
enjoying
we
it.
should give up. Gotta keep. Gotta get this 50%. The other
yeah, I hear you.
happenings. It's.
I'm gonna turn down the settings.
Gotta get
The game still requires a very powerful machine as you build up your city. What did the economy update do? Was it just? No, the economy update actually made the game. What's the word I'm looking for? It made it slightly more challenging, at least for a little bit. It made it more equivalent to City Skylines 1 in that regard. So it actually it's worth playing now. You have to try, at least a little. And they also did the service buildings update was actually after the Economy 2.0 update, 9 days afterwards. So it's pretty cool. My only hope right now, the only thing I'm worried about, is I want to see the actual game engine itself running better, you know? So I hope that once I get to like 250,000 population, the game doesn't slow down and turn into molasses. Yeah, for sure. And I think that's probably what they anticipated most people were going to do, because they had lost so much social credit with the crappiness of the game when it first came out. So I'm very happy now that the game is pretty good. Yeah, and that's true with everybody. It's why they were surprised it took them so long to come out with Paradox mods or whatever. But they have it now, and people are able to make their own buildings. So we'll see what happens. See what special things they'll have in store for us. Get people getting their creative juices flowing. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. What are you running? What's your PC? What you got on it? Or for GPU and CPU and all that stuff? Because I'm playing this off of a laptop right now. Gaming laptop, so you know, it's no slouch, but it is a laptop nevertheless. Oh, well, if your PC doesn't have a GPU, that's gonna make it difficult. If you're running off of integrated graphics, I mean, yeah, you need to get yourself a discrete GPU. That's your basic top of the line VCR right there. I'm just being a goober. Didn't know if I was into gaming, so I bought a sheepy. Yeah. There's so many good games out there that it's hard to choose which games you're gonna play. The games that I play are the ones where you build stuff, like this one. Or ones where I get to play with my brothers and the rest and my other family. This city is I started this city right when Economy 2.0 patch came out, so yeah, it's pretty new. It's only like 10 days old. Once I figured out how to make the city make money with the new patch, ran with that, and now we're here. $550,000 per hour in the game right now is really good. But of course, they still have an end game problem with your income. When you get towards the end game, it's again not hard to make money. It's just the beginning of it's the start of your city where it's a little bit challenging. Yeah. My taxes are sitting at 7%. I'm probably going to lower them once I get to 200,000 per hour. So, they still need to figure out how to make it so that the economy is a little bit more challenging towards the end game. Three or four subs. Oh yeah. Good deal. Sounds to me like you know what you're doing when it comes to your comes to making money in your city. Cool beans, man. Love it. I'm just taking this sort of slow. Because the tile upkeep is something, you know. Got that going, and fuel. Right then. So, yeah. I just struggle with getting hotels. I have many tourists and great public transportation now. Oh, yeah. For sure. Maybe it's telling me that I should train station. Wanna go. Cargo train always causes a huge amount of traffic. Here, Organized City. Oh, well, thank you. Just trying to space out the industry properly away from the residential so that it doesn't get too stinky for people. You know? There we go. Now it's got enough. And the way I see it, the way it works in real life too, at least relatively speaking, is you have the higher density population, bigger buildings and all that stuff next to freeways, highways. And as you get farther away from those freeways and highways, the density goes down. Suburbia and then rural and all that stuff. That's kind of what I got going. Traffic problems in the first game were irritating. Did not like them. And having them in this game, that I don't have them. Self-traffic, even on CBDs, highways. CBDs? To what are you referring? Because when I hear CBD, I'm thinking of cannabidiol. Pardon. Pardon. Highly dense areas. Oh yeah. So are you like are you like a Biffa plays indie games guy who loves traffic management and stuff? Some people really like that, and some people don't. I'm one of those people who just wants to actually, build a massive city and stuff like that. I don't really concern myself much with the traffic, but that's cool. That's cool, man. To each their own. So, good stuff. See, my goal, as you probably see from the title of the stream, is to eventually get to 1 million population in a city. So, see if I can actually do it now. Biggest city I've made in this game so far, it was at like 620,000. The game just gets so slow to get past a certain population. Try my best to prevent that from happening. I had a big city. I do like that you have to pay attention to all your resources now in this game, and you actually have to dabble with your taxes and stuff to make it balance, and especially in the beginning of the game. Beginning of a new city. My game is already slow. Yeah, slow as ever is 370k. Sure. Very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. Dun, 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 dun. What's the struggle with unemployment? Oh yeah, yeah. You have to keep track of that too. That's why I'm trying to make sure that the industry is far away from the rest of my stuff, so that I can make it without causing them to think it's too stinky, and keep my unemployment down. Speaking of which, I should probably make some brains. Stop building offices for a few minutes. Yeah. Trying to keep mine around 5%, you know? Because you want a little bit of unemployment. Because if there's no unemployment, obviously, there's going to be empty office buildings and stuff. What's your transit numbers at right now? 400K, but I go super late. I so seldom look at that, but I'm not even sure I remember this. Yeah, so I'm right now. I'm just using public buses and some taxis. I don't have anything else. I don't like making train lines because they cause way too much traffic. At least the cargo ones. I really like subways. So in a little bit, I'll start making some subway systems. And I've got that airport. So, but yeah, this is what I got so far. It's working, you know. They're all getting decent usage. Excuse me. Really good, but it gets super crowded. Every train is at. Oh yeah. Well, more of them. The subway yard is so big, though, you know, and it doesn't have very many subway trains on it. So you got to make a really big building for the subway yard, and then you got to make a bunch of them. Oh, that makes sense. Definitely does make sense that people would want to take a free 99 mode of transportation. Subways are pretty cool, though. I like them. Guess it's probably time for me to make at least one subway station. Population is approaching 75,000. Alright, let's see. Let us see here. It's so freaking big, so to speak. Except trams. I don't use trams either. I find them to be tedious and kind of pointless, honestly. But there were a lot of City Skylines 1 streamers that were all about them, and I think Paradox and Colossal Order were trying to oblige. I get it. It's okay. I mean, no big deal. Like, I know Biffa loves trams. He loves them. I just don't. In my city, but it's useful, so I'm happy. Yeah, for sure. Keep the traffic down. Keep that traffic down. Let us see. I do like the stuff that they've added, like the overground and underground subway stations and stuff, but I'm probably not going to use them for a bit, because right now I just want to get this city working. Yeah, that's alright. Excuse me. Really love the urban schools. The others were, yeah, seriously. I mean, literally, one high school right here takes up like a tenth of a single tile. It's freaking crazy. You know? Those tiles, they ain't cheap, especially with the tile upkeep. Yeah, 110,000. It's still crazy how many people that they are, the number of people that are students in elementary school. I think it's, no, maybe it looks kind of balanced for me this time, but I don't know. I think it might still be a glitch or something. Maybe they fixed it. Maybe it's supposed to be that. I just don't understand how populations of elementary schools work. I don't know. But it just seems like there's way too much of a demand for elementary schools. I make like 6 million profit on education monthly. With max budget, I tax them more if they are uneducated and subsidize them. That's a pretty smart strategy. Because uneducated people produce more trash and cause more crime, and so you keep them out of the city, you're probably going to be doing okay. They're going to be like, that's prejudice. Thankfully, it's just a simulation. No. Low taxes are making them happy. Yeah, definitely.
We interrupt this program.
Yeah, I have.
with a special news bulletin.
Well, I mean, you saw it. I got everything set.
Forests are being
7% current.
The thick smoke rising from
I'll
the
lower
fire
it here
makes the air
pretty
dangerous
quick.
to breathe.
Even more.
Citizens are advised
What are we
to
at?
evacuate any premises
See, almost 200,000 even with all this
remain at
stuff.
a safe distance until emergency services manage to get the fires under control.
Only 3% of the population is uneducated, huh? So it seems. Yeah, definitely. Way to do it, my dude. Love to hear it. Encourage them to not be stupid. Too low, I would make taxes minus 10%. Yeah, especially when you've got the money to do it. Tell me you got lots and lots of profit. Yeah, I flew RC-135s for 4 years, active duty. And after that, separated and disabled veteran. I got stigmata disease, so I went from running marathons to barely being able to walk. That's cool. Thank you. Whatchamacallit? You ever flown any ultralights? Because ultralights, you don't even need a pilot's license to fly. Look up the Aerolite 103. If you don't know what that is. It's the next aircraft I'm going to buy. And, yeah, you can take it off from pretty much anywhere. Not very expensive, it's like $25,000. Relatively speaking, it's not that expensive. And you don't need a pilot's license for it. I also have a paramotor. But I can't use it anymore because I can't run anymore. Gotta be able to run to take that bad boy off. I mean, I can run, but my legs go numb. You know? It hurts like hell. What is stigmata disease? It's my colloquial way of saying doctors don't actually know what it is, so it's the name I've given it. They call it peripheral vascular disease. The technical name is thromboangiitis obliterans, but basically the arteries in my lower legs and lower arms, or distal arms and legs, obliterated. They just disintegrated and they don't know why. So I don't get good blood flow to my appendages. Like I got hit by stakes in my hands and feet. Therefore, I call it stigmata disease, like I was crucified. No, Jesus forgive me. Hopefully you don't take offense to that. I want people to have it thrown in their faces, though, you know? If they're going to ask about it, then I'm going to make it so that it's as clear as humanly possible. Something happened. I don't know what it was, but somebody or something attacked me and did this to me. Went from running marathons to barely being able to walk. I mean, I have to take an electric scooter if I'm out and about for more than about 5 minutes. C'est la vie. Such is life. Yeah, so you know that whole deep state cabal thing that people talk about? It's real. I'll just leave it at that. It's real. Stop it, Chiron. I don't think so. I've made it free. I guess that. Yeah, well, eventually I think I will. When my population gets high enough, and I don't really, or I'm making tons of money off of taxes. But for now, uh, soon TM. Go ahead and upgrade this bad boy, though. Okay, hear that. And click a V and look at all what your household wealth is. Okay, just 1 second. Go ahead and establish these connections first. Go. Go. So what would you like to see? I mean the household wealth. Like 45,000? Is this what you wanted to see? Sure. The underpopulation decline. Oh, yeah. There you go. Like 300 million. So what's it supposed to look like? Of course. Is it like yours, or what you expected, or? My unemployment is 6.9%. Nice. Giggity. Sorry, I'm a giant dork. 1.5 billion, but I wasn't sure if it meant... Oh no, that must be for the whole city. Definitely. Since. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Are you about my age? I'm 35. I like dad jokes and silly stuff. Like 69 nice. 420 blazing. There. Oh, you're in university? Good deal. So if you're playing a game like this, it's probably because you're quite brainy and quite mature, I must say. If I might say so myself. In case you're wondering. Oh yeah, for sure. I play. I stream Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you want to see me again, that's when you can see me here. Unless it's like a special occasion, like 4th of July, I didn't stream, you know, that type of stuff. But otherwise, that's when I do. Dum, 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 dum. Ba-dum, dum, dum, dum. Sure. Here. Okay, looks like they don't mind the size of the homes. So looks like I can beef them up. And bigger, so to speak. Ah, from South Africa. Deal. A lot of South Africans that like watching my mom's stream. Actually, my mom does slot machine play. I manage her channel for her, but she does slot machine play, and we have a lot of South Africans that hang out with us.
Citizens in the affected area are instructed to immediately move to a safe distance until the situation.
Yeah. Well, it's a pleasure having you guys here to hang out. Having fun. The way I see it, just like watching slot play, it's just an opportunity for you to kick back, relax, let the worries of your day-to-day life just sort of shed away for a little bit, and have a good time. I'm not here to cause you any headache, I'm here to take your headache away. Yeah, of course. Of course. And we have enough of a headache going on with all the stuff happening in the world. What I say is, if people want to talk about stuff like that, I'm willing to, but we take it somewhere else. So that everybody else can just enjoy what they came here to enjoy. Wow. Are you from the America? Yeah, I live in Roseville, California, right outside Sacramento. And I'm from here too. I have to ask you, do you consider my voice accentless, or do I have an American accent? Really? Well, I do have, I think I'm 25% German. Somewhere around there. I'm your typical American, you know. Got a little bit of Russian in me, a little bit of German, a lot of English, a lot of Irish, a little bit of Spanish, a little bit of Native American. So you actually can hear like an accent. Okay. Now it's like, what is the non-accent voice? You know? Does anybody know? I don't think so. Like, what's the standard? Maybe the British accent is the way it's supposed to sound. Oh. Alright, time to lower the taxes. Could be anything. Americans have had a lot of influence on accents. And for sure, like that southern twang. Good, good, good. Good. Imminent domain. You speak with a British accent? Yeah. Like Elon Musk, you know. Except it's really hard to hear his accent. Because it's kind of muddled. Because he's been to so many different places in the world. But, South Africa. Then you got the Australians. That international I built is probably why I'm liking laggy. That thing is freaking huge, you know? It's as big as 4 tiles. It's just crazy. Got a lot of services in it, yeah, sure, but it's gigantic. his accent. And then you got the Australians that are basically British Texans. Now that's a knife. That's like half my... Yeah, right? This gibungus. Yeah. Everything's bigger in Texas, or British Texas, including the spiders, the scorpions, the crocodiles, the alligators, whatever. The bugs. Well, I mean, if your city's stable, do you really need to focus on them? Probably not. If you're making buku bucks, good to go. Oh, but you're still young. If you're in uni, then you're probably what, 20? 19, 20? Still got plenty of time to do that. Of course, don't let that be an excuse, because a lot of people say, oh, I have plenty of time to do X, Y, and Z, and they keep on telling themselves that periodically until they get to the point where they're 60 years old and they're like, where'd all the time go? So, keep it on your mind and to allay your concerns a little bit is all. Ever had the... 3 more years? Good deal. Good deal. German citizenship, so that helps. Oh yeah, for sure. A lot of stuff to see and do in Germany. I was gonna go to Germany for a vacation back in... It was 2013. But never did, because the person I was going to meet and spend time with ended up flaking. So I just well, guess I'm not doing that. Any here sucks. Blind guy was stabbed and was targeted. Why'd they do that? They do that? Is the guy still alive? Did he survive, or? That is effed up, man. Was it a religious extremist or something? Stole his phone. Foreigner, or another university student, or... That is bold. I certainly hope whoever the guy was that stabbed him went to prison, too. Hard to trust that he did, though, considering the way Germany's going nowadays. The group where they target and steal weapons, sell it across the border. Well, if you get yourself a visa and up wanting to come to school here in the United States, I'd love to have you. Come here, you'll be a little safer, especially if you go into the South, Texas or San Antonio type of thing. Not completely safe. There's never anywhere that's completely safe, but it'll be safer. Depends on what you consider expensive. I mean, you could always go to, what is it, community college for your prerequisites and stuff, whatever your major is, and then finish off your education at university, whichever one you decide to go to. Some of them are really expensive, yeah, but not all of them. You could find a university that would cost $2,000 a year here in the United States. It'd be a challenge, but you could. You have to look around a little bit. That's a good university price, though. Dun, 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 dun. Uni. Student's car was robbed 6 times. My God. They're not friends then. They're just parasites. That's not a friend. That's a piece of shit. Pardon my language. But that's what that is. That's a piece of shit. That should be in prison. Friends. I have 2 border collies, Chiron and Atlas. Chiron is the female, the mama, and Atlas is the male, the puppy. He's not really a puppy anymore. He's almost, he's over a year and a half, but he's still young. Yeah, we're a big dog family. We actually have 7 dogs in this house. Do they growl at you 24/7? Because then switch. So grumpy. If yours is grumpy, then what breed do you have? Dogsarethebomb.com, but some of them can be buttheads. Well, I manage it because only 2 of them are mine. The other 5 are other family members that live in the house. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to handle 7 dogs on my own unless I could let them all out at the same time, type of thing. Boston Terrier, she's a little one that they don't grow big. Oh yeah, littler dogs actually tend to be more aggressive, if you will, because they're a little bit too big for their britches. Like Chihuahuas are known to be one of the most aggressive dog breeds, as or Dachshunds are the most aggressive dog breed, and they're both tiny. Boston Terriers are pretty smart, though. That's good. The other one is a local African breed. I think he sleeps since he's a elderly feller. Yeah, we actually just a couple weeks ago had to euthanize our 18-year-old kitty because she had cancer, but she lived a long life. And we took good care of her while she was around. She was a pleasure to have around. And we'll see her again in some time. So, you know. Dogs and cats get free passes to heaven. We, on the other hand, have to work for it. A Boston Terrier chewed on bricks since their teeth are itchy. Itchy teeth? Itchy teeth. I don't think I've ever heard that one before. They are young, their teeth itch. Kind of weird though. Well, all dogs' teeth when they're younger. Their teeth hurt. Try to pull stuff out. Oh, the kitty? Like I was saying, she had cancer, so she was 3 pounds when we took her to the vet, and we had to euthanize her because we didn't have a means of alleviating her pain otherwise. No. And if she was in pain the entire time she was alive, or the entire time she was there with us, it's better for her to just go to heaven. Yeah, she was 3 pounds. She was never a really big cat, right? I mean, at her heaviest, she was probably like 15 pounds or something, but 3 pounds is still very light for her size. My little puppy-sized dog weighs like 25 pounds. Is he a chungus or is he svelte? As the Germans say. Eins, zwei. Because we still have 2 cats in this house, and they're 2 chunguses. At least for their size. Like Loki is the male kitty, and he's 15 pounds, but he's not a very big cat. He's just fat. And then the female kitty is starting to get chunky. Oh, so he's a chungus. All right, gotcha. Oh Lord, he coming. Yeah, you're welcome, Bailey. Well, pull back on what you're feeding him then. Because dogs are just like humans in terms of their caloric needs. You take your body weight and you multiply it by 10.5, and that's your basal metabolic rate on average. So, for a 25-pound dog, they only need about 260-ish calories a day. So, 1 bowl of food or 2 really small bowls of food will do the trick. We just tend to forget that type of stuff because we think of how much we eat, because we're big, you know?
The fires are currently spreading in the
Today.
nearby forest. The billowing clouds.
Well, if you want him to trim down, which, I mean, I would recommend if he's that big, then, you know, weigh it out, figure out what the caloric density of the food is, and, yeah. About 250, 260 is what he probably needs in a day, going down as his weight goes down. So, when he gets to his ideal weight, if he's like a perpetual puppy, in terms of his size, he probably needs to be like 12 to 15 pounds or something. I think that's what a Boston Terrier is. That means that his basal metabolic rate would be around 120 to 150 calories. Yeah. Healthy dogs live longer. And why wouldn't you want your best friend to be able to hang out with you a little bit longer? Can you check how many hotels are in your city? Mine has 0. I have 0 as well. Nada. Nothing there. Yeah, there are no hotels. Maybe I should make some more videos. I don't know, maybe low density. Yeah, it still is. But it's better than it was. Better than it was. The thing about gaming companies is they only have to meet a standard that their customers want, right? And if the customers are going to buy a game that's broken and not complain about it, and they keep on going back to that company, then they're going to keep on creating broken games. Oh, but like I said before, Colossal Order and Paradox Interactive spent a crap ton of their social credit by putting out such a broken game when they did. Especially when so many people were looking forward to City Skylines 2, because there's no other game in town when it comes to this type of game. At least nothing is fleshed out as this type of game. My opinion? I don't want a rush to my judgment in that regard, because City Skylines 1 had 8 years to mature. Right? 8 years of mods and DLCs and content packs and stuff like that. But I would say, at least up to this point, I enjoyed City Skylines 1 more. But there's a bunch of quality of life things that they added to this game that if they get this game working properly, will make it blow City Skylines 1 out of the water. They just definitely shouldn't have released it when they did. And the pace of their updates is really... it's disappointing. Of course, this last one that they came out with 9 days after the previous one, that's more like what we want. Like, they should be coming out with hot fixes and updates, like, constantly. Because I remember when Diablo 2 came out, one of my favorite game, day one, they came out with massive, like, overhauls of patches to the entire game. Day one. Because the first version of Diablo 2, when it came out, was challenging. There were a lot of problems with it. But they did not hesitate. They did not wait to come out with an update. City Skylines 2, it took them... what is this? It is July 5th. What is that? 8 months to come out with this update? Something like that? Because the game came out in October of 23. Oh. Yeah. It was... you know the Specialized Industries. I was wondering, do you make money off it? Because I don't see any. I've used them, but I don't really see any reason to. If they made it more like the DLC of City Skylines 1 for Specialized Industries, where you can actually gamify it, and it's not just you build it and whatever, then I would be more happy to do it. More happy to use the Specialized Industries, but I just don't see any reason to do it. Other than to, do city art. Which is fine if you want to do city art, but that's not my thing. I want to build a big city. I don't care about the artistic side. Those DLC oil pumps which made me bank. Yeah, if you can, do that type of thing, then I would look into doing Specialized Industries, but they don't have that. They're probably going to come out with a DLC that costs $10 to do that. Gotta make more money. They did the bare minimum for this game, and this is like their most important game, and they knew it too. So they screwed up. This screw up was a big one. It was a big one. But I want to give it a fair shake. I'm willing to come back to it because it's a game that I don't have to... I'm okay with restarting a city. Doesn't bother me. Because I'm trying to min-max the city. Not trying to make city art. Still, though, they should have not done their fans dirty like they did. But I'm used to it at this point. It's almost like they did it intentionally. And You know, when that happens, when you think that other people are doing stuff like that intentionally to you, one, you got to make sure you're not going crazy. And two, if they are, okay, that just means don't react to it. Aside from speaking about it, because if you react to it, you're going to give them what they want, which is to cause you pain. Just dickheads. Yeah, the mods that I had were mostly music, and I also had no abandoned buildings mods, so it would just automatically delete abandoned buildings, because at least before this patch, this Economy 2.0 patch came out, I mean, abandoned buildings were just everywhere, and it was so frustrating. There was nothing I could do to fix it. And it worked really well, so I used that for a while. But I don't think I need it anymore. Say Skylines 2 was a double-A game, I think you could call it. Like, the AAA games nowadays are like $70, right? $80 if you get special packages and stuff, which is crazy to spend that kind of money on one game. But City Skylines 2 was a double-A game, is what I think you could call it. And it was like $40? 40, 45, if I remember correctly? So it wasn't horrible, but it was definitely pricey and way too expensive for what you got. Beach decals as well. Yeah, for sure. And the first DLC that they came out with for the game, they definitely did that to piss us off. There's no doubt about it. I mean, they tried to make it as obvious as possible. So, why they wanted to do that so bad, piss off their fans, I don't know. But it was pretty fucked up. Pardon my language. Anyways, my friends, that is it for today. It's been fun. It's been real fun. I will be back on Monday. Stay awesome, Gotham.